Can we get some claps going on in this? Welcome to
The Only Good Podcast.
That was great.
episode 6 in honor of Joe's favorite January holiday. It drops on the 6th, right?
Martin Luther King Day is next Monday, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think you got confused.
A little scrambled there.
Yeah, it happens when you drink 6 beers before we start.
Well, I'm here with my co-host, Joe Hamric. Dude, I loved how much you were talking about you were glad the fire started in L.A.
Yeah.
You were really, fired up about that. Fired up about it.
That was good.
Okay.
That was good. I remember how you said it was all those sinners were dead now and it's fine.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yeah.
This Sunday, we're filming on a Sunday, hot off of church. Can we get a counter for every time a fire pun is accidentally made? Yeah, but you were saying that you hope that place burns to the ground, and it's a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah.
I don't remember saying that. I feel like that might have been.
No, you did. What else? Why are you so happy that L.A. is on fire?
I'm not.
And go through the protocol you had about methods to keep the fire ablaze. You had a couple of those.
No, what I was saying was,
Keep going.
no, I've been genuinely sad for those people, especially Spencer Pratt. I don't know if you saw, he lost his home. Spencer and Heidi saved his crystals.
Did he?
Lost his home.
Crystal meth is what he saved.
Well, probably. But yeah. Remember
Remember, huh? Go ahead. I know this is going to be bad.
yeah.
I'm going to
Well, there's a thing on Netflix, the John Benet Ramsey documentary. Remember how you said you hope they never solve it because you're not going back to jail?
Yeah, I do remember that.
You won't go back to jail? Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Back to the
was
fires.
weird.
I
Yeah.
love the Hollywood sign is on fire, and everyone's like, Hollywood's ablaze. And it's not a real image at all.
Dude, that's not real, right?
Not at all. And they're just propagating that image.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds awesome.
I lived in L.A. for 5 to 6 years.
You did?
I did.
Tell us a little bit about that, Joey.
Okay, well, there's a lot of homeless people there.
No.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles,
Yep.
California?
Well, it's not all Jimmy Kimmel
Well,
and
it
Jimmy
should be.
Fallon.
It should be.
It should be, yep. They probably smoke crack in their car.
Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. In their Cybertruck, sorry. Not their car.
Their shared Cybertruck.
It's no wonder that place caught on fire.
They share a
it's
lease.
a desert and there's homeless people everywhere.
Right. High winds. They caught they said one of the guys was it was arson. One of the things was arson. One of the fires. One of the 18 fires that they had going. So, arson daily, bro.
Didn't you just come back from L.A.?
No.
I'm pretty sure you were on a
Louisiana is
you
what
were
I
at a
was saying.
dab convention out there, I believe.
Dab convention?
You had a blowtorch that you had to get past TSA.
No, that was not me. No. I was in Louisiana when I said LA.
You know what'd be funny is if they had Billy Joel, they did one of those PSAs, and he was like,
yeah.
we didn't start the fire.
Or Uptown Girl would be good for that too. I think if you did Uptown Girl.
He says, we didn't start the fire while Uptown Girl plays.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
I think that's the way I would go.
I'm personally just shocked, though, that a desert climate,
Yeah.
the second most populated city in America,
A mountainous desert dry climate
caught on fire.
The fuck? That was pretty close.
Uptown Girl. Oh, man. Well,
It's a good song. I think you'd agree.
do you find that the LA fires are symbolic of God punishing a damned industry?
Well, remember how that's what you said about AIDS? Do you remember that? So it can't be both. Well, I guess it could be. But you were really strong in saying AIDS is to punish the Hollywood and gay community. Remember that?
I don't remember
You
that.
were adamant about it. I think I have a recording somewhere.
Oh,
We'll show, Dave,
I'd
can you
love
show
to
the
see it.
recording of Joey saying, okay.
That's a hot take, brother.
Uh-oh. That's
The
two.
fuck?
2 unintended fire puns. Or intended.
How would you prevent LA from catching on fire in the future, Joe? You had a really detailed blueprint this morning at Denny's yet again.
Right. I would just wet everything down. Why don't they proactively use those planes and just drop water on everybody all the time? Right? It's like just any time walking down the street in Los Angeles, you're like, fuck. You're soaking wet and it knocks you down. God damn it. Well, at least there's no fires. Remember
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
How did you say you were going to prevent AIDS in the gay and Hollywood community? You were going to kill somebody, all the somethings.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Kill all the demons and non-believers.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
The plans that they have made.
Yeah.
Well, Joey, this is Joey Thompson Comedy. Again, huge.
Well, clap it up, dude.
Huge anti-AIDS activist, but not kind of like in the right way.
Well, which of my policies that are anti-AIDS do you find?
Well, that's what I was saying. You said we should get rid of all those something. What was it you said? Something.
Freeloading demons. Freeloading demons.
That is it. That is what you said. I remember.
Yep.
Freeloading demons. That's actually
and I'm gonna be on
side project. The freeloading demons.
Freeloading
ska. Zydeco world music.
Well, I'll tell you where they won't be playing in Los Angeles anytime soon.
Well, there's probably still something. Right? They'll probably play somewhere.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of benefit concerts. You know that much.
Yeah.
Didn't you say your hall pass was Gavin Newsom, I believe?
Yeah. Is there something wrong with that? Oh, I forgot. You're totally anti-gay. You said
No.
That's, well.
I am in the good fight against AIDS. True story. Here we go. True story. When I was in L.A., I was being a PA, which stands for pussy ass bitch, basically.
Right.
And we had a shoot with Magic Johnson.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. And I was very nervous about how to greet Mr. Johnson. And I was like, can I shake his hand? What do I do? And he comes strolling out with his handler. And I go to shake his hand, and he's like, hey, bro, we do fist bumps here.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, dude.
That's why they call him Magic. And then you ended up going with the open mouth kiss, which I thought was a weird choice because you were already worried about it. But
that's how they do it at the Lakers organization.
Open mouth kissing.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah. I'd heard that, but.
Well, speaking of AIDS, if you would like to aid our relief effort for Los Angeles, please submit your band.
Yeah. We won't pay no expenses. We don't have a venue.
Hey, remember on Facebook, you marked yourself safe from the LA fires, but kept your geography in South Carolina? I remember that.
Yeah, because I am. I don't understand the issue. I am. You can see me right here. I'm obviously safe from the LA fires. For now.
You never know.
Well, it's spreading quickly. High winds. It could come all the way across the country. Let's talk about our little disaster we had here.
Okay, go ahead.
Over the last couple of days. Snowmageddon.
Oh, dude.
It was bad.
It's terrible.
It was a day's worth of somewhat snow.
I'll be honest, I felt a lot of like personal white guilt that we could not ship some of that snow to LA.
I thought you were going to say Africa. I genuinely thought you were going to say Africa.
Why would I ship snow to Africa?
For it to melt on the way over and they would have drinking water. Clean drinking water. They deserve clean drinking water too.
They say that South Carolina's snow fall off is the Evian of Africa. They say that a lot.
I've heard it. Did you watch any of the news coverage of the snow?
No.
Okay. It was fantastic. You missed out big time. Pretty much they would go to a different like field reporter, and they had one guy on there, Rashad something. And he, after about the third time they went to him, looked like he was very pissed. He was like, this kind of sucks. Like, not really enjoying it. My face is starting to hurt. And then they'd go to somebody else, and there'd be like droplets of water that froze on the bottom of a sign. They'd be like, you can see the ice is forming. And then like they go to the next person. They'd be like, there's ice on this fence. Like a lot of it was about ice.
I was smoking ice in my apartment.
Well, that's
staying very warm.
One way to pass the time. But yeah, it was, and everything was breaking news as well. Breaking news. Still snowing.
Oh, what the fuck's up with milk and eggs? When did that become a thing? Why does everybody want milk and eggs or
Bread.
milk and bread, dude?
I don't. Is that really even still a thing, or is that just like
Yeah, it is.
people still do that? I don't know.
I know why the hoes want bread. Feel me?
They like to make sandwiches.
That's a very thin sandwich.
Yeah, it's like a crepe. Like a the hoes like to make
Crepe sandwiches.
crepe sandwiches. This podcast brought to you by crepe sandwiches. #1 food for hoes.
No wonder I love crepe sandwiches so much.
You do. You wouldn't stop talking about it. But anyway, yeah. No, it's mostly about hoes and crepe sandwiches, I think.
Well, for Martin Luther King Day, are you going to clear some of the ice and snow off the road? Are you going to service your community?
Isn't that like a week from tomorrow?
You never know.
If they change
How
it?
are you going to serve your community for Martin Luther King?
I'm going to be off work.
Okay, good.
And I'll probably just do some kind of community relief effort. I haven't decided yet. What are you going to do?
I'm going to march. Yeah,
You're going to march where? Where are you going to march to?
Washington, D.C.
From here?
Yeah.
You're going to start on that
I
day?
think Martin Luther King Day, what day of the week is it?
It's a Monday?
It's what day is it? I think it
Monday.
coalesces. I think it coalesces with a certain inauguration, and I'm going to stop it.
The inauguration or Martin Luther King Day?
Yes.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks. Joey Thompson at Joey Thompson Comedy is going to stop Martin Luther King Day and the inauguration. So that's 2 sets of people are going to be mad at you on that one.
Yeah.
I think you've almost covered everything on that. You've got the AIDS community as well that's probably going to be upset with you.
The only thing I haven't covered is my mouth with Magic Johnson standing directly in front of me.
Why would you? He's tall, though.
Yes.
Imagine he had to bend down some.
No, I had high heels on.
No, that makes perfect sense.
His son's also a good kisser, too.
Well, that probably is true.
None of this opening segment is going to make it.
Oh, some of it might.
I hope so.
Dan's.
Every second will make it.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah. Are you saying sorry about that to the audience?
Yeah, and yeah, just for your reputation in general.
Okay. Well, that's not really that great, anyways.
Remember how you said you feel sorry for nobody in the Pacific Palisades because they all have money?
Yeah. Yep. I do remember that. So, do you remember?
I do.
Okay.
I remember how Tom Hanks' house did not get set ablaze, even though it was on the burn path.
I heard that Chet Hanks' house did. Psych, he lives with his dad still. Chet Hanks?
What about
anybody?
Colin?
No, Colin, I think he lives in Minnesota, or was he was on Fargo?
I don't know.
It's quality content. Derek's on his phone.
We have zero. Well, go ahead and boo us. No, boo us too. We're not
I don't blame you, Derek, honestly.
We're not off to a hot start.
Nope.
Based off last episode, producer told me I am not allowed to make insinuations to urinating in any orifice of any person at all.
Specifically,
I can't even say it. I'm not allowed to talk about urinating into an orifice.
well, that's over now.
Also, last
Get
time
back into it.
we got really hot onto Justin Timberlake's dong.
We did.
And I think that if you get exposed for something like that, there's a really good way to reverse that. He should be forced to release naked photos online.
Sure.
Imagine though, like someone being like, "He's got a small wiener," and be like, "No, dude, I'm gonna drop this photo right here."
And he definitely has a small wiener. He's like, that's average at best.
It's just an animal wiener.
He photoshops an elephant dong onto his body. Perfect.
All right. Well, something we asked our audience to do was ask. Take two. Take 6.
Action.
And honorary. we asked our audience to submit questions that we could give bad advice on. So Dan, our producer, is going to read some of those questions, and we're going to give you bad advice.
Yep. It's not going to be good advice.
The first question someone
All right.
asked was, how many alcoholic drinks should I have in 1 week?
So when they say alcoholic, are you thinking like a drink with alcohol or something that an alcoholic would drink?
Which
Because
would be
an alcoholic drink would be Bud Ice mixed with
like a Blue Top, maybe? Like some Taka or Burnett's.
a little fire, a little ice, just like
Yeah.
our country right now.
That's right. Oh.
Oh,
It's 3.
I would say enough to make you want to drive to the store and get some more.
Yeah.
So
And I would say, this is all week, 7 days.
yeah,
I would say 49.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
7 on 7.
Yep.
Go ahead and clink our merchandise. It's going great.
I mean, just like
I would say, okay, I would say you know you're properly sloshed when you enjoy watching the Costco guys.
I don't agree with that.
How many drinks would it take you to enjoy the Costco guys?
I couldn't do it. One drink of poison because I'd be fucking dead. You could put my mouth into a smile like that and point me at the TV. We could Weekend at Bernie it. Be like, oh, Joe really thinks this is funny. Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah. All weekend in birdies, you dude.
All right, please. Promise?
Yeah.
All right.
Remember how you were saying that you wanted to teach driving at LSU?
Yeah.
Driving school at LSU?
Yeah, they need it. And Georgia. Henry Ruggs Memorial Driving School.
Do you think if you don't know, an LSU football player got into a homicide hit and run?
And then declared for the NBA draft.
The NBA,
draft, yeah.
NBA?
He got so confused, yeah.
You confused me.
Yeah. He had his head in the rack. He declared for the NBA draft. They were like, they said he's going to go top 10.
I think you're talking about the WNBA draft.
The WNBA draft.
Yeah,
That's my bad.
Speed rating of 97.
Yeah. Dan. Goof about.
Next question.
Next question. I think we answered that one perfectly.
This person needs some advice. How do I stop effing my boss?
Just stop.
Well, who's your boss? Are you related to your boss?
Who's the boss?
All right, Tony Danza.
Tony Danza's the boss, obviously. Don't fuck Tony Danza.
How do you stop doing it? You take a video of it, first of all,
Right.
in a act of being like, hey, this would be really hot if we did this. And then you have infinite blackmail.
Blackmail. Blackmail is the way out.
Yeah, if you're going to F your boss, absolutely collect blackmail.
Yeah. I think blackmail is going to be the answer to a lot of these.
Remember when you were having sex with your boss at Ruby Tuesdays and you didn't get a raise?
Like I couldn't get an erection, you mean?
Yes.
I do remember that because as a guy. I'm just kidding. I could get an erection. I was
about to say.
Yeah. I just didn't feel like it. Blackmail.
So this next person was recently diagnosed with dyslexia and would like some advice.
Fucking learn to read.
I mean,
Right?
yeah.
Get over it. Probably just tired.
I before E except after C.
C. Yep. So just get more rest. You're probably tired.
At what point do you realize later in life that you just got diagnosed with dyslexia? She was like reading the word ginger.
Out loud. Out loud somewhere.
She was like reading, yeah, it said, I hate gingers.
Or I love. It was at the Ginger Festival in Knoxville.
I'm a ginger lover is
Yeah.
what her shirt was supposed to say.
Yeah. She said I could.
And in Knoxville,
You know how it goes there.
yeah, just don't.
Yeah. Which one was this one? The fucking the boss thing?
The
Dyslexia? Yeah, just get over it. Get more rest.
just listen to audiobooks, obviously, right? When do you have to read?
Yeah, why read at all? Stupid. Yeah, just get more rest. Focus up.
This next huge fan wants to ask how to flirt with women.
Oof. Well, I'll take this one, obviously.
Yeah, Joe, how do you flirt with women? I'm a hot broad. Go ahead.
Hey, you want to do it or what? You get straight to the point. Women love when you get straight to the point.
And if
You're trying to fuck.
Well, and if you're going to be a deliberate gentleman like Joe is, and they don't receive it, you have to sit them down and say, hey, you're acting crazy.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
Relax. Yeah. Let's see that beautiful smile of yours. You're a lot prettier when you smile. Women love it.
I would say regardless of environment, if you...
Irregardless
of environment, approach a woman and say, hey, you would be much prettier if you smiled.
God, they love it. Especially if they're like at work.
Yeah.
Like a barista or something like that. You'd be much prettier if you smiled. That... Probably get free coffee, too.
And I think we're in a modern feminist era where women are very strong. So when providing date locations, give her several choices of restaurants and say, hey, you make the decision.
No better way to choose a restaurant than to let the lady choose.
Get down to it.
Yeah.
And if you think we're sexist, no, we are. Don't think it.
Let's get one thing straight. Let's get two things gay.
I'll have what he's having.
Well, perfectly answered again.
Yeah, and this next one may build on that. This person specifically wants to flirt with women, but specifically whatever. You might need to explain this to me. What is a MILF? MILF?
I'm not familiar with that. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's man I'd like to fuck. That's what a MILF is.
Okay. Well, then you better take this one.
So what was the question? I was just daydreaming about some MILFs.
He wants to pull MILFs.
Pull what on MILFs?
I almost said something wrong, and I didn't. But I should.
Oh.
How do you pull a MILF? I don't know. They're probably divorced. Can I say that?
Yeah, sure. I don't.
There's a lot of divorced MILFs out there. So
Yeah. They're big fans of the show, too. Divorced MILFs. That was our number one category, right?
Yeah.
4 people. MILFs.
So just build a propensity to listen to them bitch about their ex-husband. All right?
Yeah. No, I like that. I do like that. Maybe watch 60 Minutes.
Are MILFs big into 60 Minutes?
From what I understand. That's the only 60 minutes she's going to get from me. 60 seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds. Starring
Joe Hamric.
Nicholas Joe Hamric. That's right. That's what they call me.
Oh, yeah. 2 MILFs. They love when you call them mommy and
Yeah.
talk in a baby voice. So,
They do love that.
yeah.
Talk about how big her ass is. Ask her when do you think you peaked? Because it's on the downhill slide. Another question perfectly answered.
Great job. We're raking today.
This next person's going through a lot. Their work bestie suddenly quit and left them to fend all alone.
Quit with them?
Yeah, just quit.
Just fucking quit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, just quit your job.
Leave.
What do you need a job for? Money?
You guys can start
Dumb.
They march into the boss's office. What do you think I need? Money, boss man?
Boss man. They work on some sort of construction site.
Or
Hey,
I feel
boss
like
man.
bosses or jobs are really into mental health these days. So threaten to take your own life if you and the
In the
bestie
office.
don't get a raise.
In the office.
And say, quote, their blood will be on your hands.
That's a good one.
Personalize it, you know?
Yeah, personalize
Boss-
it. Yeah, say somebody's name. I'd hate for something to happen to Suzanne at work tomorrow. That'd be a real shame.
Blood is on your hands, boss man.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah. So threats or just quit. I think. Wear black. Wear all black. Maybe a trench coat.
Yeah. Or if you live in California, just burn the place down.
Yeah, because
they're not. They're gonna know. Yeah,
it's
right.
going to burn down anyways, right? I mean, what do you really? It was going to burn down. Everything there is going to burn down, except the asbestos factory and the various public swimming pools. That's the only thing that's going to be safe. So, to answer your question, burn down the building.
There were several answers to that one. Yeah, burn down. You know what? Burn down the building while threatening to take your own life.
Perfect. I love it.
Let's do 2 more.
Okay. Same time?
This one is pretty short and sweet. It just says testicular cancer.
Oh, easy on this one. Get really big in. Yeah. What? Get into cycling, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's like the Lance Armstrong Genesis story.
Yeah.
You get testicular cancer, you win the Tour de France.
Yeah, so just go win the Tour de France. Fucking idiot. What are you even doing?
Personally, if I was into cycling, I would remove one of my testicles. I'm not, though. That's how I knew I'm not into cycling, because I was unwilling to lop
Remove
my
one of your
balls off.
testicles.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think bottom line is win the Tour de France, or doping would help too. If you got some steroids, then you would definitely win the Tour de France, and it would probably help with the recovery.
And don't view it so much as cancer as you do a free vasectomy.
Right. I don't think that's.
I'm not a
how it
doctor.
works.
I'm not a cock doctor. A cockter.
It's a half of free vasectomy. And don't look at it like you're losing a ball. Look at it like you're gaining space in your sack for your other ball. You know what I mean? It's like if you live in a big house or whatever and your roommate moves out, don't mourn the roommate. Hey, I've got all this free space now to move around in.
Well, I think, too, your singular ball goes into OT, so you'll probably have a pretty fat singular nut.
Yeah. Oh, like the actual ball itself will grow.
Yeah.
Like when blind people, their sense of smell or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have more testosterone, maybe.
No, that's probably true. Or just cut off the other ball and become like a eunuch or whatever they call it. And then
join a boys choir, Vienna boys choir.
Yeah.
Man's choir, Vienna man's choir.
Vienna man's choir. That's it sounds like a fucking pop singer. Vienna man's choir.
Today we'll be singing Uptown Girl covers
in honor of Richard Simmons. Best sponsor we have.
This last one is the most important.
Okay.
This person is expecting a child, and he wants to know, should he circumcise his son?
Not yourself. You let the doctors do it, right?
Oh, is that how it goes? Not what my dad told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're Jewish, they do it later.
Pro bono.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yep.
I think my answer, who cares? I don't care.
Dude, I think that circumcision should happen on your 13th birthday, right? Like at that point, you decide.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of uncircumcised people walking around.
Hey, it's a kid's body. It's their choice.
Sure. I think the answer on that would be no. Every 13-year-old probably would say no. Oh, you're going to cut part of my dick off. Hard pass. So, yeah. Well, I don't know. My final answer is...
let the kid decide. Their body, their choice. That's mine.
I'll agree with it. Let them go till they're 13 or so, and then we decide.
That's really good. That's a breakthrough in the medical world, I think.
It will be. That and testicular cancer optimism. Or whatever I was going for. Good questions, though, from the audience.
Thanks, audience. Thanks, the audience.
And big shout out to my daughter Alexis and her roommate who submitted about 40 questions, all of which were jokes and some of which were kind of funny.
Really cool.
We didn't use any of them.
I think we used some.
I don't think so. Did we?
Yes, at least one.
Really?
Yep.
Was it the testicular cancer one?
No, apparently your daughter is sleeping with her boss.
Oh.
Breaking news. Joe's daughter is sleeping with her boss.
Would you like to change your advice now that you know it was your daughter that asked that question? How does she stop?
No, because I think that I'm not going to say it.
Now go ahead.
No, we're not going to. No, we're not outing anyone on the Only Good podcast. It's not how we do it.
So, to be clear, do you or don't you want your daughter to take your advice to make a sex tape with her boss for blackmail?
If she's doing it, she might as well. Right? If she's already doing it, might as well make the tape.
Great.
Yep. I'm going to keep that secret.
Hey, well,
I can
speaking
tell
of
you
being
guys
the boss,
off air. We'll put that on the Patreon. Who is it?
speaking of being the boss, I want to talk to you about a life experience you had.
With Bruce Springsteen?
Yes, with the boss himself.
Yeah.
Oh, voice cracked.
Yep.
He's got testicular cancer. That's all we know from that.
That's
Vienna Man's Choir coming in.
she's going to play my birthday party. Vienna Man Squire.
Okay, let's talk to the audience about it. It's fun to get to know each other.
Sure.
If you smiled more, you'd be way more handsome, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You'd be way more handsome. You used to manage a Ruby Tuesdays?
I did manage Ruby
Okay,
Tuesday.
tell us about how long did you do that for?
6 or 7 years. Is that right? Yeah. Are you about to ask me if there's any funny stories? Because I don't. I told you I don't really have any funny stories.
They're going to be funny.
Sucked.
No, it just sucked. Okay, how did you get into the Rube 2's world, bro?
This is the most boring segment of all time. Oh, let's see.
He can cut it out, just like my
and
foreskin.
did an interview and they hired me.
I know, but did you get like sniped from another restaurant?
No.
You're trying to
see how well this is going?
You're trying to be the fucking Joker and the Batman right now.
I'm just telling you.
I'm circling the table, and you're like, no.
Well, okay. So I do.
Okay.
You know what? Here's a story.
Here we go.
I'm going to tell a story about when I had to save someone's life
At Ruby Tuesday.
at a Ruby Tuesday. So I was talking to somebody. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm going to tell the true story. Okay, guys. Can I get
True
some,
story.
Yeah.
True story.
Can I get a
Troy,
some applause?
true
Thank you. Thank you. This is the real deal. This is the gritty, raw, real deal. So I'm staying on a Ruby Tuesday talking to somebody I know, which is pretty much all I ever did. And they're at the bar, and I'm kind of standing there leaning on the bar, and I hear like a bit of a ruckus coming from the seating over here. And so I look over, and there is a very overweight woman choking. She was choking. And so I'm kind of looking around or whatever. Have I told this story before? Okay. And her husband, it was like a fucking joke. Her husband was like smaller than me, like skinny. And so I see them kind of like, she gets up and she's, and I'm like, please God, please let somebody else handle this. Please somebody jump up and do fucking Heimlich maneuver on her, please. And so the husband gets up and tries, and he can't even, like, that dude couldn't even get his fucking arms around her. And even if he could, he wasn't strong enough. So I was like, God damn it. So I'd fast walk around the little wall there, and I go and I put my arms around it was a stretch for me to get my arms around her, and Heimlicked her, lift her up off the ground, Heimlicked her. She spits up some ribs. A pretty
Full
big
bone?
chunk, pretty big chunk of ribs.
Was she chomping on bone?
It wasn't the bone. But to get to her, I had to actually physically shove her husband back into the booth like this. Everybody's kind of like, staring or whatever. They sit back down and I guess finish their dinner. I'm not even sure. Nobody said thank you. Like, bitch, I saved your life. Here's what somebody did say. Number one, I got advice from this lady over here sitting behind them. Oh, next time you can just hit her on the back like that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, then you do it next time, bitch. Like, and then the person sitting on the other side of them in the booth, the guy was like, hey, great job. You did exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm a doctor. I was like, you're a fucking doctor? Bro, get up. Like, what are you doing? I'm a doctor. What, do you specialize in choking too? Like, he's just like, fuck it, I'm not doing it.
Well, we love heroes on this podcast, and the studio would like to formally thank you for saving a life right now.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't want to call myself a hero. But if you want to continue to do that,
Hey,
that's fine.
this is in lieu of Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Not in lieu of. No, I wouldn't think that. You're saying that next Monday should be Joe Hamric Day because I saved that choking lady?
Not what I said.
Okay.
I just said you're a hero.
I am. I truly am. I shouldn't have had to be.
Who was your chief competitor at Ruby Tuesdays?
I don't know.
Was there like hate
Nobody?
towards like, hey, fucking, I hate TGA Fridays?
No, nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit.
Did
that
you
was
guys
there.
drug test?
Oh yeah, yeah. All restaurants drug test. You didn't know that? Have you been to a restaurant?
Who's the most zooted employee you ever had to deal with? Were employees regularly? Did you ever have to reprimand somebody? Like, hey,
For being too high?
yeah.
Nah. No, I had one kid that was addicted to heroin. And he would snort pills and stuff in the bathroom.
Was he good at his job?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
So you're telling us you can do heroin and still be a good
waiter.
employee? Yeah. Good
You can do a lot of stuff and be a good waiter, but yeah, I promise you that. I had a guy that was a felon that had just got out of prison. In his whole interview, I just had him tell me about what prison was like and all this different stuff, and then I hired him, and he was excellent. He had I told you this one. He had, tattooed himself in prison with Gandalf. He had a self-done tattoo on his arm of Gandalf.
Do you think he was watching Lord of the Rings in prison and like had a reference, or you think it was
I don't know. It was pretty fucking good though. It was probably in a book, probably illustration in a book. I don't know. It's just kind of boring, really. Working in a restaurant's boring as fuck. Has anybody else ever worked in a restaurant? Yeah, it's boring as fuck.
I've never
right?
worked in.
Oh God, it's so fucking boring. Well, that's a pretty good story. I didn't punch anybody.
Did anybody ever try to fight you, or did anybody get like indignant about like, hey, you guys fucked up my order?
Oh,
Fix
yeah.
it. Okay, yeah, but like clearly lying to you.
Yeah, that happened a couple times. Usually, I would just be like, all right, whatever. I don't care. That's not my money.
No skin off my dick.
It's that Ruby Tuesday money, which they're doing great, I hear. Right?
Yeah,
They have 4 or 5 locations left in the country, I think, somewhere.
we're actually going after our day of service for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah. We're going down to Tampa to the Ruby Tuesday.
The only one left.
Yeah. Every time I tell somebody I work there, oh, I love the salad bar. No fucking shit you love the salad bar. Everybody loves the salad bar. That's the only reason anybody comes to the fucking restaurant. Oh, I love the burgers. No, you don't. No, you don't. They're terrible. You love the salad bar. Gross also, by the way.
Well, I'll tell you what the woman who was choking wasn't eating. The salad bar. And
yeah.
that's why when you go to restaurants, you need to get the item they're known for.
AKA salad bar. I'm glad she wasn't eating the salad bar. People have been running back and forth to fill it back up. She'd eaten all the ham, all the fucking Thousand Island
Ham cubes.
ham cubes. You know, I'm gonna break some news right now. Breaking news: the ham cubes, turkey.
Oh shit! Are you fucking serious?
Turkey, bro. Yeah.
Are they really though?
Yep. Turkey.
Okay, yeah. What other things?
We called it monkey meat.
It's fucking nasty.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You didn't just settle on turkey. You're like, nah, it's not really ham. It's turkey. You're like, it's fucking monkey meat.
I don't know
bro.
where monkey meat came from, but that's what they called it when I got there. So I continued the tradition.
What other items were we being lied to about at Ruby Tuesdays?
I mean, that's pretty much it. Pretty much everything. A lot of stuff was frozen. Soup and stuff like that came in on this sheet, like a bag, but like that thick. Pretty much.
A sheet.
Yeah. It was like about the size of your regular legal pad, and about that thick. Soup.
You ever cut a tab off and just put it in your tongue? Walk around?
A tab of the soup?
That's a soup tab. A soup slab tab.
I never did that.
Well,
I should not. Now that you say it, I should have. But no, don't work in a restaurant. It sucks. I worked in restaurants for a very long time. Actually, by the time I was, usually the hours are really bad, but by the time I was on the way out the door at Ruby Tuesday, I was pretty much coming in at 11 and leaving at about 4. So,
PM or AM?
11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just tell people, I gave people keys. I was just like, here you go. You open, you close. I'll be here for about 5 hours. And I'll be outside most of the time.
Did you ever have to meet up with the heads of Ruby Tuesday and have like a dick showing contest for sales?
No, I don't know what that would be. A dick
Like,
showing
hey,
contest?
my Ruby Tuesday's fucking pulled in this kind of
And
shit.
then you show your dick?
Yeah.
Did not do that.
And then you guys swap soup cubes.
Did not
in
do that.
each other's mouths.
The guy that started Ruby Tuesday came in one time to the restaurant, unbeknownst to me, Walked right into the kitchen. Yeah.
The founder of Ruby Tuesdays
Yeah.
walked into your establishment.
Yep. Went right up to a cook. So we were supposed to, there's like a no tattoo policy. And he had ride or die on his neck right there. And then respect maybe on the other side. And the founder of Ruby Tuesday walked in and saw it. And was like, oh, I like your tattoos. And then that guy later killed himself.
The founder or the employee?
Mm-hmm. Somebody's dead. Evander Holyfield came in there one time.
Into your location.
Yep.
What happened?
Chevy Chase came in one time.
No, tell us about Evander. Did the
Nothing.
the restaurant just shut down? Were people like, oh fuck, or did
No. Nobody talked to him.
Really?
Yeah, I told the staff not to bother him, and they didn't. And then the people thanked me afterwards. So thank you for not bothering him. It was just like, that's fine. He was on a bus from Atlanta to Charlotte for some kind of investing conference with all these different people. Probably like something like modern crypto, I would imagine. But it was some kind of, you know what I mean? So Chevy Chase came in one time. I was already home, of course.
Oh fuck, dude, that's
Yeah.
legendary.
I know.
You
I
missed
should've
one
gone
of the
in.
greatest
I
comedic
know.
minds.
I know. I think about it all the time.
What would you have told him if you got to meet Chevrolet?
Chevrolet Chase. I would have told him try the salad bar. The ham is especially good today, especially wet. The ham's looking awfully wet today.
If Chevy Chase started choking on a rib bone, everyone would be like, he's doing a bit.
Slips. Oh, boink.
This is the Ruby Tuesdays where Chevy Chase died.
Expired.
Great.
I'm trying to think if anybody else famous came in. The guy, anybody who remembers Cheers, the show.
Yeah. Big Cheers guys here.
So there's Norm and Cliff, the two main guys. And then there's another guy, and I believe his name was Paul. He was also on the show, but he didn't really say much. He came in one time. This is fucking weird. His, again, wasn't there, but his wife or whoever he was with told somebody, like the bartender or the manager, like he really, like if you would recognize him, like kind of make a big deal about it, he would love that. And they did, and he got all happy and shit. Signed a menu.
Wait. You got fucking coerced into pretending like he was
Not
a big
me.
deal. I know, but she was like, hey, make my husband's day. Pretend
Yeah.
like you know him.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Yeah. Not great. I'm trying to think. I think that's it for famous people. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Joey Thompson comedy came in one time.
I was really invested in trying the ham cubes.
Yeah. Remember he tried to eat a whole like sausage or whatever in one bite and it got stuck in your throat?
That's not a bite. It's a full-on swallow. Yeah.
You eventually got it down though.
Remember when the lady was choking and you said, isn't this irony? A rib, which is what women are made from, the side of Adam,
Yeah.
is what she's choking on?
Yeah.
You
I
said
did
that to
say
me
that.
verbatim.
I did say that. It didn't make any sense then either. Well, great. That was
This has been a
boring
great episode.
as fuck.
Well, next up, we're going to do a blind ranking.
Blind ranking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going 1 through 5.
Okay.
What are we blind ranking?
We'll just jump right into it.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
First one, remember 1 through 5. First one, Stevie Wonder.
So we're blind ranking the blind. That's correct.
Are we blind ranking blind people?
I mean, potentially.
Dude,
It's
Stevie's-
a blind ranking. What do you want? So,
Well, but it also we could be ranking black piano players, and there's at least 2 that are blind
At least 2.
that we know of.
I'll put him at number 1, dude.
I don't think we know what's coming yet.
He's number 1, dude.
I'd say at least put him at 2 just in case.
He has one of the most celebrated catalogs in the history of music,
He does.
behind only Michael Bolton. I celebrate
His
his
entire catalog.
I
Yeah.
celebrate his entire catalog.
If you put him at 1, you got no place to go.
I know.
Put him at 2.
2.
All right. Jesus Christ.
I didn't know I had a formula I got bullied into.
Well,
Okay.
the second one is Louis Braille, who invented Braille.
5.
5, easy.
Never use it. Worthless.
Yeah, have you ever been
invention.
just like go into the bathroom and feel a sign and you're like, fuck, this would feel so much better if it was smooth?
Yeah.
Like, I'm really big into like tactility, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to feel in the braille.
And you could bruise like your fingertips or whatever if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Useless invention.
The bumps just remind me of your genitals. There's just like all bump. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's 5. Fuck that
5.
guy.
Easy 5.
Louis.
Next up, the movie The Blind Side.
Shit, I would have put that at 5.
I would have put that at 5 too.
4. I've never seen it. I assume it's terrible.
You've never seen The Blind Side, but
Sandy Bullock's in that one, I believe.
my favorite part is how Michael Orr was like, "Yeah, please use my image in this movie," and then like a decade later, was like, "Hey, don't."
Yeah. He's got plenty of money, right?
I feel like the message of that movie was, look after underprivileged youth if they're talented
Because
at sport.
of, yeah,
because of their
it's
talented.
going to pay off.
Obviously.
Scour the ball fields. Find the biggest, most homeless person you can find. Take him in.
They're like scouting foster children, and they're like, nah, he dropped that pass. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Not our kid. Not our son.
Yeah. 2 sacks? I don't think.
No.
No way.
He's not going D1.
No. D1.
That's easy 4.
Yeah.
Next, the band Blind Melon.
1.
3.
What?
What other songs do they have besides the Rain song?
Change. They've got Preacher Man, Soup. They've got all kinds of songs, bud.
I didn't know I was dealing with a Blind Melon.
Aficionado.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Sounds like you are.
Nah. I really only know the 3 songs.
Well, all I can say is my life is pretty
I'm not doing it.
plain.
Yeah.
Plain. Fuck this, dude. Fuck
You would
this.
put them at 3 and just go with whatever's at 1?
Yeah.
It could be like Hitler.
Yeah, I like to get bullied into the 1 slot. I like having to say outwardly that, yeah, I agree. This is the top blind.
All right. So 3 for Blind Melon or 1?
3.
All right. All right. This is going to be number 1, right?
Last one is blind dating, just in general.
No.
Okay, well. We
Anticlimactic.
didn't see that one coming.
Womp.
You did it.
Finally did it. Finally did it. You know what? Hero.
You guys don't seem satisfied with this order. Do you want to do over with those 5? Just kind of rank them when you know all 5.
We do, but that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Joey say "I told you so" about Stevie Wonder though. So.
Fair enough.
I don't want to get into it.
Blind dating, and Joe is one of the best blind daters I know.
Yeah. Yep. What's the show they called me about it? Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Had to turn him down. Unfortunately, I was busy. It was supposed to be filming right now.
They were gonna give you principal cast in that too.
Yeah.
A lead role.
A lead role.
That could have been you.
If I had a nickel for every time I said that about being on a show about mentally disabled people dating. Twice.
We should make a show called Blind Dating where only blind people date each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan, write that down. He didn't write it down. Just remember it.
Yeah, if you're living in LA after the,
The oopsie daisy.
the fierce, what'd you say, fierce winds?
Yeah, strong, fierce winds.
Yeah, give us a call.
Yeah. On your Braille telephone. Fucking weak.
This has been a terrible episode.
What is it, Braille? Braille. Right? What if it's sign language? Give me a fucking break. Right, Dan? Dan agrees. Somebody agree with me? No, Braille and sign language are both good. Not for me. For those people.
If you're Helen Keller. No, I'm kidding.
She was all fucked up, though. Right? She couldn't talk or see or hear, right?
That's that's how they diagnosed it. They said, quote, "You're all fucked up."
Mr. and Mrs. Keller, I've got some bad news for you. We examined your daughter. She's all fucked up. All fucked up. They're like kind of fucked up. He's like, listen, think of something that could be fucked up. They're like, blind. Yes. Deaf. Nailed it. Like, well, at least she can talk, right? Like, all fucked up, bro.
And then your least favorite trait, a woman.
Also a woman. Not very tall either, from what I understand.
You like Amazonian women, as
I
we
do.
know. Amazonian broads.
Yeah. Helen Keller biography, actually, that I'm writing is called Helen Keller, All Fucked Up. The teen years. It's when she was in a rebellious phase.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah. I can't wait to write it.
Is it going to be
in Braille?
Yeah, Braille.
Yeah, we're going to issue it in Braille. Only in case you're a Helen Kellerite, Helen Keller-ish. 2/3 of Helen Keller. If you're blind and deaf, I guess you can talk. Right?
This is my least favorite episode we've ever done. We're not done. Fucking sucks, bro. We're making fun of blind people.
We should quit.
Back to the show. Yeah. What's up with how deaf people talk? You know what I mean? They got to know that's not right.
No one told them.
They got no, yeah. They're like, yo, you're way off on that one. Right?
Yeah.
Your pronunciation is right. I'd have to write it down. Your pronunciation is way off. Like, your volume as well. Crank it down. Crank down the volume. Helen. No, she couldn't talk. And this has been making fun of the differently abled with Joe and Joey. Sponsored by the estate of Helen Keller.
The differently abled.
Yeah, I was trying to be PC. You know how I like to do. You busy?
Yeah, I was just I was checking my reminders. You have to go teach driving at LSU.
Yep. You already did that. You already said that one.
I know, but new week.
Yeah. New students.
Do you think Henry Ruggs is in jail right now? Like, yes, fuck yes, dude.
What, because LA's burning down?
Yeah, he was a Raider, so you
Right,
know.
that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't like LA. How could you?
Maybe he'll get out. Oh, no, he's in Nevada, probably in jail. Because he was in Vegas coming from
Top Golf.
Top Golf. Top Golf. We serve you as much as you want. That's their motto. You can golf when you're drunk. We don't give a fuck. Most people do. Top Golf. No limits.
You have to be drunk to enter.
Yeah.
They breathalyze you before you enter.
On the way in and out. You're like, ooh, you haven't really had much to drink. Are you sure you don't want to head back in? Have you tried drunk driving?
They take your keys before entering. They're like, look, the only way you're getting this back, you better be hammered on the way out.
House 6 beers. It's the anti-breathalyzer test. What kind of car was he driving?
A fast one.
Was it Tracy Chapman? It was a Corvette or something, right? He killed that woman and her dog.
My point was, which do you think
Corvette.
someone
Nailed it.
who
Fucking
gets
nailed it.
was it a Corvette?
Yep.
I fucking nailed it, bro.
Well, from Corvettes to killing veterans.
Was she a veteran?
That's the new guy. What's the new guy's name? LSU guy?
Kyron Lacey.
Kyron Lacey. He killed a veteran. Do you think if you go to jail like Henry Ruggs and everyone makes fun of you for doing that, that when someone else repeats it, you're like, yes, fuck, it's not me anymore, it's someone else?
No. No, because you're still in jail. Right? He's in jail for quite a while, I would imagine.
Ruggs is not.
No?
No, he's got like 3 years. Anyway.
Who was the guy that killed the pedestrian when he was drunk? And then, was it Dante Stallworth?
Yeah.
No jail time. They were just like, sorry, bud.
Can we do a jersey swap?
Yeah. It's like,
I'll give you a police uniform.
it's like when somebody hits a kid with a foul ball, they go give them their bat or whatever. Like they gave that
Here's
guy's
the
family.
item that was.
They gave that guy's family a Dante Stallworth jersey, autographed, mini helmet. They settled out of court for his game worn cleats.
That's what I want. I want to see some jersey swaps like that. Like, hey, here's New Orleans PD jersey.
Sorry about your LA firefighter jersey. Well, I gotta go.
Yeah, we should. Dad, you want to bring us home with the game?
This is our first ever recurring segment.
Oh,
It's exciting.
first ever recurring set. What is it?
Yeah, it's we officially named it Cards for Inhumanity.
Okay.
Okay.
I like
all right.
that, Dan.
Yeah.
I think I got my answers locked in already.
Oh,
So,
but-
listeners, if you're not aware, this is where we take just the question cards, and your superstar hosts here, Joe and Joey, will blurt out the answers to the 2 blank question cards. We'll switch order each time. Joey will go first the first time, and it'll flip every time.
Okay. Let's do it.
Wait, Joe will go first?
Joey, he said.
Oh, fuck.
And just like any sequel, we would recommend you watch the previous episode where this segment
Sure.
occurred
You're going to
the
be
first
totally
time.
lost if you didn't watch the first one.
And we'll see how this goes. So the first one is, when my wife caught me cheating with blank, she blank. So Joey, when my wife caught me cheating with,
Henry Ruggs.
she,
Killed her dog.
All right.
There we go.
That makes sense.
everybody we got the flow. We know what we're doing here.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
a teaser.
Little teaser, appetizer.
Little salad bar. Little salad bar.
Little
for
salad
the
bar
audience.
before the soup.
Little monkey ham.
Little fried mozz before the salad bar. Yes, Dan.
Second one, run for your life. It's blank and blank. So Joe first. Run for your life. It's
Helen Keller.
and
A moving vehicle.
And she's driving. What do you think Helen Keller would drive?
A Tesla now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a stupid question. Absolutely. Elon, let us know. The Helen Keller model. Helen Keller 6.
That's our plea to Tesla. We're like, because you guys trust your vehicle so much, we're going to put a bunch of blind people behind the wheel, right? They'll be fine.
Yeah.
You trust your engineering.
I'm all for it. HK6.
HK6. Next up, blank. It's better than blank. Joey.
LA fires.
It's better than
Not LA fires. Meaning not the fire not being existing, not fires elsewhere. You understood.
So to be clear, the fires are better than
Not fires.
yeah.
You want it. Like we said, you want LA to burn.
Well, just parts of it. No, I don't care anything about LA.
You heard it first. He doesn't care about LA. Does not care one bit.
I'll never be there. Ever. Dan?
Next prompt. The results of a new study found that there is a direct link between
AIDS.
and
Salad bar. Which I did hear that. Did you hear that? The ham and pea salad, I heard especially.
So you were perpetuating
The AIDS virus, yes.
that. Okay.
Yep. Huge spike of the AIDS virus for the 7 years that I worked at
Ruby Tuesdays.
Pelham Road, Greenville, South Carolina.
Which is now a Panera Bread, right?
It's a Panera Bread, to be clear. Right next to a
Don't-
Chipotle that used to be a Bojangles?
Jangles? Bojangles.
A little geography lesson for you there. In case you were wondering.
next up,
Sure.
Joe's first. In the new movie of the summer, Colin Hanks and Chevy Chase discover that blank has really been blank all along.
Oh, you did that. Okay.
Colin Hanks,
I was like, what the fuck? The fuck?
Colin Hanks and Chevy Chase discover that
Blank has been blank all
blank
along?
has really been blank all along.
Oh, this is. Please say it.
Piss?
No. Fuck. No.
I thought you were trying to get me to say that. No. We'll dial that back.
Just switch order. Joey, go first.
All right, you can go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Colin Hanks and Chevy Chase discover that
The salad bar.
has really been
AIDS.
Yes. All along.
all along. Not the soup, though.
Soup tabs.
The white chicken chili does not give you AIDS. Didn't used to. They might have changed the recipe.
coming up next on CBS. It's Everybody Loves Blank, followed by How I Met Blank.
Everybody.
So Joe, coming up next on CBS, it's Everybody Loves,
Salad bar. So
followed,
stupid,
fo-
dude.
followed by How I Met.
The AIDS virus.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
I'm sorry, guys. The last one is just gonna. It's teed up perfectly, not on purpose.
all right, Joe, you go first.
In a world ravaged by blank, our only solace is blank.
Well, I could go, but that
I
could
know.
flip.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
AIDS.
In a world ravaged by AIDS, our only solace is
The salad bar.
Salad bar.
salad bar at Ruby Tuesday.
Yep. Cures all ills, including not having salmonella. Cures that for you right away.
There you have it.
Well, Joe, let's send them off. Send them off. Show the merch. Yeah. No, keep it together. We're showing the merch.
Keep it together.
Well, this Martin Luther King Jr. Day,
Coming up.
I'm looking very forward to you making sure that L.A. stays moist, as you promised you would.
Well, that's my plan. That's my plan. Those firefighters need to get off their asses
And soak the citizens.
and soak the citizens of L.A. No, excuse me. Along with the surrounding area.
You're a hero. And,
Thank you.
And what would you like for me to do this MLK Day?
Well, I know what I want you to not do. Do you know what it was? Remember when you tried to melt the snow on your lawn with a big cross that you burned? Don't do that.
And this brings us to an important point. If you have dyslexia, it is treatable.
It is. Just get some sleep.
Just don't go to St. Patrick's Day festivals.
Where you at with that?
Gingers.
Oh.
God.
Oh, yeah. St. Patrick's Day Festival.
All right.
Oh, this has been The Only Good Podcast, episode 6.
I'm going to go remove the Braille from every restaurant I can find.
Should be just chip it right off. Nobody uses that anymore, right?
Braille?
Yeah.
No. And Elon Musk, we're so glad that you were going to donate Teslas to
all of us.
To drive the blind around.
And to us as well. I'll close my eyes. Wear a blindfold.
Well, Joe, that reminds me. Sometimes blindness isn't so much physical as it is metaphoric for what we're missing in our lives.
Spiritual.
Sexual
blindness. So that's a Marvin Gaye song. Marvin homosexual, right?
Marvin homosexual, yep. Well, I'm going to go play some Uptown Girl.
Yeah.
And OGP, episode 6.
It's not the best episode, but it's not the worst one either.
Do yourself a favor, baby, and fuck off. The only good podcast, fuck off.